In the bustling town of Merrymoon, there was a mischievous monkey named Benny. Benny was known far and wide for his antics, sneaking into markets, swiping bananas, and causing a ruckus among the townsfolk. The children of Merrymoon found him hilarious, but the adults were often frustrated by his tricks. One sunny afternoon, Benny decided to up his game. He found the keys to the local candy store hanging out of the owner's pocket. With a swift and sneaky move, Benny nabbed the keys and dashed towards the store. The townsfolk watched in astonishment as Benny unlocked the door and began tossing candies into the air like confetti. Officer Plunk, the town's kind but firm police officer, was alerted of the commotion almost immediately. She quickly rushed to the scene on her bicycle, ringing her bell to make way through the crowd. Officer Plunk had dealt with Benny before, but this was the cheekiest stunt yet. When she arrived, Benny was at the peak of his candy-throwing spree. With her hands on her hips, she called out, "Benny, this has gone too far." Benny froze for a moment, looked at Officer Plunk, and in a split second, gave her a cheeky grin before bolting out the back door. But Officer Plunk was prepared this time. She signaled to her friend, Scout the dog, who was waiting near the back alley. Scout was a clever dog and knew exactly what to do. As Benny tried to make his getaway, Scout barked a signal, and together they cornered Benny near the tall oak tree behind the store. Benny, realizing he was outmatched, finally dropped the keys and sat down with a pout. Officer Plunk approached Benny, kneeling down to his level. "Benny," she said gently but sternly, "you have to understand that what you've done is wrong. You can't take things that aren't yours." Benny looked down, feeling a little guilty now. The townsfolk, watching from a distance, began to cheer and applaud Officer Plunk and Scout for their teamwork. Officer Plunk took Benny's tiny hand and led him back to the police station, where he received a mild but fair scolding and some advice on behaving better. Since that day, Benny tried hard to be a better monkey. He still loved to play and have fun, but he made sure not to cause trouble. The children of Merrymoon continued to adore him, and even the adults softened up, knowing that Benny had learned his lesson. And so, Merrymoon remained a cheerful and lively town, with Benny's antics now causing smiles rather than frowns.